And action. I'm late, y'all. It's 6:03, but it's all good. Better late than never. Better late than never. I'm just finishing up with a call, man. I'm still on the phone actually, but I just said, hey man, you know what? I might as well just go live with you on the phone. Fuck it. And that's what we're doing. So my man is still on the phone. My nephew, my partner, my little homie, my protege. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? He's smarter than me in a lot of areas. So iron sharpen iron. Listen, I came up with a quote a long time ago, and it was, and I'm gonna say I own this, right? So I don't know if you heard it before and you heard it somewhere else other than me, then just cool, just go with it. But I feel like I created it because I'm the only one that said it, and I'm the first one to hear it. So I used to always say, "You're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to teach." And that's a prime example of actually who I'm on the phone with right now. Shout out to my man Alex, because he has helped me put together a lot of things with this father type program. And he's he's half my age, but he's twice as sharp in his own way. And this is what father type is all about: is empowering the youth, the nephews, to bring that gift, that dream, that thing that they have inside of them, bring it out. That's all I'm looking for. Giving him an opportunity at the same time, he's helping me, giving me an opportunity, right? So little does he know, as empowered or blessed he might feel to be in my presence, I feel the same way. He don't even know that. He half my age, but I feel like, man, I need you. We not going nowhere. So it's how it's supposed to work. You know, as men, as young men, as gods, as people, everything just evolves in a continuous flow of energy where it goes in and it goes out and it goes in and it goes out. The key is when it goes out, what's that energy that's going out and who is it going into? And then when you're receiving it, what's that energy that you're receiving? Because whatever you're receiving is usually what you're putting out, and vice versa. Whatever you put out is usually what you're going to receive, right? And that goes into the principles that we're going to talk about today. Well, one of the principles we're going to talk about today. What's going on? I'm Pickle Rick. I'm Pickle Rick. Wendy Flores. What's going on, y'all? We live, y'all. Um, we live. Like this is not rehearsed. I tried to come up with some shit that ChatGPT would give me some direction, an introduction, but I don't stay on script. I do not stay on. I'm already off script because I did not plan for Alex, right? My man Alex to be on the phone. He's in my ear right now as we're talking. Hold on, let me put him on speaker because we about to do a whole podcast with a special guest that was not planned. Yo yo. Yo yo. You see my man Alex? He right here on Alex. What's up? What's up, man? You on live YouTube, man? Just working, trying to be perfect. Yeah. Trying to be perfect. This how you know this shit real. This not rehearsed. But one day it's gonna be a little bit more structured. It's gonna be a little bit more professional. But right now, we made a commitment, and the commitment was to start a podcast called Working on Perfect, and start that podcast every Sunday at 6 o'clock. And that's what I'm doing. No matter what, I'm showing up every Sunday, 6 o'clock, and we're gonna figure out what we need to do to become perfect together. Now I have some ideas that I've come up with, some principles that I've come up with, but it's not just my way. There is a way, but it's not just my way. Because honestly, matter of fact, it's not even my way. It's the way that I've come up with is something that I've learned. I didn't create it. I just have studied and started learning how important it is to govern yourself and align yourself with the Creator, with the Most High, with God, whatever name you want to call him. It doesn't matter to me as long as you're in alignment with it. Yes, his name is Alex. It's Alex. He on the phone right now. We were on the phone with GoDaddy, and we had to troubleshoot some things that on the Father Type website that I didn't approve. GoDaddy hit me with a $500 bill, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Even though I'm gonna be real, you know, I did. Wait, I'm not even gonna say that because I'm not gonna incriminate myself. I'm gonna say there's a possibility that I may have subscribed to an automatic renewal when I first signed up, right? That is a possibility. And not really realizing at the time that when I signed up for the automatic, or allegedly when I signed up for the automatic renewal, that this was the time. Like today is the day. So I go into my account and I'm seeing GoDaddy deducted $467. I'm like, whoa, I wasn't ready for the automatic renewal today. Today is not the day, even though today was the day for them. So I called them immediately. Wait a minute. We got to fix this. I need a refund. There's a couple of unauthorized transactions on my account. I need a cheaper plan. I need a downgrade. Because really, I just need access to the website. I need a hosting. I don't need all this extra shit that I thought I needed at the time I signed it up, apparently. So anyway, they were able to work with me, but they hit me with some things where, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna have to cancel this. And if we cancel this, you're gonna have to have your website backed up and all this kind of, and I don't know nothing about that. That's a whole other language. So I immediately got my man Alex on the phone. Huh? What'd you say, Alex?
And that's rocking, man.
That's immediately I called my man Alex. Hey, Bart's in trouble. Hey, y'all remember? Hey man, I'm silly, man. There used to be a show. This is how my mind works, because it's ADHD. I'm about to go to a whole nother topic. I'm gonna bring it back full circle.
You good? I got you.
So there used to be this show, Bart Simpson, back in the days, where Bart, they used to have this theme song. It was like, Bart's in trouble. That's how I felt. I needed help, man. I was in trouble. Anyway, I called on my man, Alex. I'm like, look, GoDaddy is saying that I need to do this. I need to back up this. I need to do this before they cancel this and give me my refund. And I had no idea what they're talking about. So I end up on the phone with Alex. Here we are.
Yep.
And it's 6 o'clock, 6:03 hit. I'm like, Alex, I need to go live, man. It's time. But I'm still on the phone. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to bring you with me. Now we live with a special guest, Alex. This is my partner right here. My young partner, my young OG, who has helped create some things for Father Type. A lot, and no disrespect to people that have helped me along the way, because there's been others that have helped me, but Alex is gonna bring it home. He's just gonna bring it home. So shout out to you, Rose. Shout out to you, Elias. Shout out to you, Vic. All the people that have helped me in different areas when it comes to this damn website, because it's a lot, but I'm still pushing, and I'm not ever gonna quit, because Father Type is a mission. It's a mission. And so, anyway, with that being said, today's episode of Working on Perfect, let me just recap real quick of how we get here. How we talk to me in, what's up, Santiago? Talk to me in what? I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say. This is where sometimes Alex, sometimes you get distracted. You ever been live on YouTube?
Nah, I never been live on YouTube.
Hey man, let me tell you, YouTube.
I used to try to go live and show video games, me playing, but that's about it.
Yeah, YouTube is a whole different animal, man. YouTube's all over the world, and sometimes people just come in just to come in and troll, right? So you got to have
the internet.
It's the internet, exactly. So you got to have the right temperament. You got to know how to respond, not get thrown off, not get distracted. And I'm one of the ones. I got it, so I know what to do. But let me go back to the beginning because this is how it's supposed to start off. It's supposed to start off very professional, right? Where I say, "Welcome to Working on Perfect. I'm your host, Paris. This is more than a podcast. It's a journey of alignment." This is what ChatGPT is telling me to say. Right? Because I put it in there. I'm trying to get more structured. I'm trying to get more professional because I have a tendency just to speak from the heart. I can go off the top of the dome, easy, and just start talking. But in the long run, operating a business, and if I really want to make this into a real serious podcast, the feedback that I've gotten is you might want to structure it a little bit more. So you don't got to change who you are. You can still go off the top of the head, but have a little structure so that you can be guided to stay on topic. This is what has been advised to me. So I take heed to the advice, and I go to ChatGPT. I say, ChatGPT, I need a strong introduction for father type. I don't have one yet. I usually just start the show and wing it. Sometimes I'm late, sometimes I'm early. And if depending on which one I am, I'm gonna talk about it. If I'm late, I'm gonna say my bad. I'm late, y'all. Fuck it. But I wanted to come up with something that was more structured. So this is what ChatGPT said. I'm gonna read it to you all. This is how I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna follow it by reading it to you all. What you think about that, Alex?
I mean, hey, go ahead, let's go.
It's live, man. It's raw and uncut. So ChatGPT, huh?
It's the only way you can do it.
The only way. So ChatGPT says that I should first. My name on ChatGPT is called Forge. It says absolutely Forge. This is monumental transition. Episode 13 marks not just a continuation, but an elevation. You're moving from the internet, from the internal alignment of the 12 father type principles to the universal laws that govern existence. This introduction should feel sacred, powerful, and timeless. Boy, I tell you, ChatGPT got a way to make you feel powerful. They like, hey, go for it, boy. You can do it. I am dad. So anyway, it says, start off. Welcome to Working on Perfect. I'm your host, Paris. It said Forger, but yes, I can. I can help you do a stream in the future. Absolutely. Let me finish this introduction, and I'll help you however you need me to. So it says, this is more than a podcast. This is a journey of alignment, which is true. To become perfect, there's an alignment that needs to happen. There's not a perfection. There's not a goal to become flawless. There's a goal to align yourself with the Creator, with the Most High, with God, whatever you want to call Him. But you got to acknowledge the fact that you didn't get here by your damn self, right? So even if you just want to say, I don't believe in God, my mother and father made me. Okay, cool. Then go have a conversation with your mother and father and align with them. However you want to do it, there's an alignment that needs to happen with your Creator. However you want to look at it, you can go to the Creator, the source, the creator of all living beings, or you can go straight to your mother and father. Sometimes we don't have the mother and father that we want to really align with. So, and shout out to you, mom. No disrespect to you, dad. But I ain't never really wanted to align with my mother and my father because they were kind of off. They were on their own shit. They were doing their own thing, dealing with their own trials and tribulations. So I have learned to align myself with the Creator. Now, some of the things that my mother and father have taught, I will align with. I do agree with. But not everything. And if it's not all, then it's nothing. Well, I can't say that. Yes, I will say that. when you're dealing with alignment, it is all or nothing. There's no in between because that becomes a distraction, and that's where you can easily be influenced or waver one side to another. Right? So now, no disrespect to my mother and father, but to align with them would be out of alignment with the creator, with the source. So we're going to bypass them and go straight to the source and love them along the way, if that makes sense. But if you don't believe in God and you don't believe in the creator or the source, then just align yourself with your mother and father. You're going to have to align with something outside of you. And this is where you start becoming perfect. Perfect means meeting the requirements of the creator, meeting the requirements, the characteristics, the elements, being your best at everything that you do. That's what perfect means. Hello. Hey, what's up from Turkey? That's what perfect means according to when God says in Matthew 5:48. Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
This is Matthew 5:48. This is where I was telling you earlier, where we all are supposed to be perfect. They don't teach you this in the Bible, but it's in the Bible. Do you believe in the Bible?
Of course I believe in the Bible.
Cool. So let me give you a scripture. Matthew 5:48 says, you, Alex, YouTube, Pickle, Metrics, who else is on here? Sentai, Wendy, all you that are on here, you must be perfect. Growing into complete maturity of godliness in mind and character, having reached the proper height of virtue and integrity as your heavenly Father is.
Yeah, I actually just grabbed my Bible to make sure, and right here, Matthew 5:48, you must be accordingly be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect.
What does it say? There. It says, what does must mean?
You have to.
Have to, and you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Alex, did you hear that?
Yes, sir, you must.
You must. It don't say if you feel like it or what you think about it. It don't say sometimes. It says you must. That means there's a goal, there's a command, there's instructions. You must be perfect. Now, does it mean that you're going to be perfect just straight out the gate? Now that becomes something that you're working towards, something that you must become. God already knows that you have to work on it because the world is going to influence you to do so many other things outside of what you really want to do and what you're supposed to do. But the goal and the alignment is to align yourself with the principles that are going to allow you to become perfect.
Like the Father in heaven.
Like the Father in heaven. Like the Father type principles. Because I promise you, if you learn how to love unconditionally, you on your way to becoming perfect because there's no hate in you. If you learn how to respect life at all times, you on your way to becoming perfect because there's no disrespect in you. If you learn how to have integrity at all times, not sometimes, you're on your way to becoming perfect because there's no dishonesty in you. There's nothing but truth and honesty. Even if it's not true, it's honest. If you don't know what that means is sometimes we may misspeak, right? Because of what we know. There's certain things that I know now that I thought I knew 10 years ago. Right? Let me give you an example. 10 years ago, I thought 1 times 1 equals 1. And there's some truth to that. 1 times 1 does equal 1. Today, I understand that 1 times 1 equals 3. Let me explain. Because if you take 1 and you multiply by another 1, then you create 1. And now when you put all that together, you have 3. This is where the family starts to build. This is where they get the number 3 from. This is where they get the symbol 3 from. The 3 is a symbol. Watch this. See this right here? This right here? This does not exist. This only exists as a symbol. And what this symbol represents is this. 1, 2, 3. 3 ones. Am I right or wrong? Right? That's what this represents. 3 ones. You can't have 3 things at one time. No, you got 1 at a time. And because they're all in alignment, they group them together and they call it 3. That makes sense? They call it 3. But this 3 is 3 ones. And in order to get that, you take 1, me. And this is I'm only talking to when we talk about life, right? When we talk about life, how to create life. You take 1 man, you take 1 woman, and then you multiply that and you have 1 child. And now when you have 1 man times 1 woman equals 1 child, you have a family of 3. Don't let that go over your head. I hope that makes sense. I know that now. I did not understand that 10 years ago. So now because I know that now, a new math. Matter of fact, this is the real math. The other math is just they teach you how to count, they teach you how to add, they teach you how to add, subtract, multiply, divide, but they don't really instill in you the reason why you're doing that, what it really means. They don't really teach you what 1 really means. This right here, this is different than this. See that? This is the symbol 1, and this symbol 1 represents this word 1. This word 1 is in the dictionary. This symbol 1 is not. So when you start really learning, you're like, damn, wait a minute. The 1 that they're talking about is you. Everything starts with you. Everything. When you wake up in the morning, do not forget about you. When you believe in God, do not forget to believe in you. When you believe in other people, do not forget to believe in you. Everything starts with you, which is life that was created for you to live as your life and your life alone. Right? 1 at a time. And when you understand that, then you start building from that mindset. This is where you can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Because you shouldn't really be doing anything if it don't add to you. Get rid of it. Fuck it. Get rid of it. If it's negative, subtract it. Yes, I am a teacher. I'm glad it makes sense. I'm sorry I missed your comments. I was talking. I get in the spirit. I hope you're still on here. If you're not, cool. Come back, like the channel, subscribe, whatever. Hey, that was the spirit, y'all. That was not rehearsed. That was not ChatGPT. That was the spirit. I just lost it. Forgot. I got off track. I got Alex over there typing 1,000 words a minute.
My bad.
This man pecking his ass off. No, not you good. But that just told me to get back on track actually, because what we're supposed to be talking about today is continuation of the principles that are going to align yourself or help you become aligned in alignment with being perfect. And the first 12 episodes, we went over the first 12 father type principles. But those are just principles that I come up with for my program, for me to live by, for my family to live by, for me to teach others to live by. There are other principles that are immutable. Actually, those are too, but those are those I come up with, like love, respect, gratitude, integrity. But there are other principles in the universe that are immutable, that just don't change. If you guys are familiar with the 7 Hermetic principles, the principles of the universe that governs life itself, right? It's not a game. And when you start understanding how it really works, how life really works, you're gonna get out of it what the fuck you put into it. Guaranteed. Either now or later. Either now or later. It might come right back or it might come back at a later date. But guarantee you are going to get out of life what you put into it. It's a fact, and that's a principle. But we're not going to get into that principle today. Today is going to be the principle of mentalism. Mentalism. And what that means is everything starts in the mind. Everything starts with a thought. You were a thought. If your ass wasn't thought of, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. If
some accidentally through miracles, but yeah.
It was a thought. Something thought of it, and it created it.
Yeah.
Everything starts in the mind. That's how powerful you are. I'll be damned. You are right. Everything. I don't care what it is. Because I guarantee you, if I ask you right now, have you ever seen a unicorn? You ever seen a unicorn, Alex?
Not in real life.
What you mean real life? What's real life?
Like physically, not physically.
Right, but you've seen one.
Yeah, through Google and stuff, yeah.
So that means it exists. It's real. Where did they get the image from? It starts in the mind.
So you believe in unicorns?
I believe in the mind. And if the mind can see it and conceive it, it can achieve it. It's not about whether I believe in the unicorn. It's about, I believe, if you can see it, go for it. It's real.
It's real if you pay your mind to it.
Draw a unicorn, Alex. You're going to draw the same shit that look like mine.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
My head, our mind.
Your mind. Now, somebody gave you an image of a unicorn in school. We were raised on that, but it came from their mind. So the whole point is everything starts in the mind, because this is how you manifest. This is how you create things. If you can see it in your mind, it is real.
Okay. So everything starts in the dome.
Everything starts in the dome. A thought. It's how hard or how determined you are to achieve it. Some people will talk you out of it. Man, nobody don't believe in no goddamn unicorn. Unicorns ain't real. But it's not about you. It's about me. I see a unicorn in my head. And I know exactly what it looks like. And I'm going for it. Not allowing someone to tell you that you can't do it because they don't see what's in your head. That's the whole point of the unicorn. Watch the definition of a unicorn. That's all a unicorn is. That's all it is. Watch this. Definition of unicorn.
The definition of unicorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a definition.
It's a mythical animal typically represented as a horse with a single straight horn projecting from its forehead. Or something that is highly desirable but difficult to find or obtain. That's the second definition.
Huh? Say that again?
Something that is highly desirable but difficult to find or obtain.
Huh? Say that again? Hey, that makes it more real, don't it?
Yep.
Because this is what happens. This is what happens. They'll give you the unicorn, they'll give you the image, and then we'll stop right there. We won't read, we won't study. If you keep reading, and this is what, let me give you a scripture. Let me give you a scripture, Alex. Because
yes, sir. I got, you know what's crazy? I actually I got my Bible right here too.
Okay, go to 2 Timothy. What is it? Chapter 2, verse 15. We live, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share, thumbs up, whatever you want to do. But subscribe.
Hold on. Second. 2 Timothy verse what?
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15.
Yeah. Verse 15?
15, 1-5.
Yep. Do your utmost to present yourself approved to God, a workman with nothing be ashamed of, handling the word of the truth. All right.
Okay.
I have an old, my Bible is worded a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little different, but it means the same thing. Let me give you one that's a little bit more simple, right? But it means the same thing. So it says, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. And what that means is everybody, everyone, pay attention, one has the responsibility to study the word for themselves. Stop allowing people, including me, if you got a question, you don't understand something, ask the question. I'm going to give you the reference. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm just reading it. Study to show thyself approved unto God. If you do not study for understanding, for clarity, for yourself, so that God approves. So God says, okay, he knows what he's doing. He got it. He's not listening to everybody else. He knows what he's doing. He's studied. He's divided the word of truth. Rightly divide the word of truth. What does that mean? That means when you're reading these words while you're studying, you have to study and dig deeper to find the true meaning of the context that these words are being used in. Again, unicorn. They give you one. They give you this pink, yellow, orange, blue, purple, whatever horse. That's what they're gonna give you. That's in your brain. If I had everybody draw a unicorn right now, we're gonna draw the same goddamn thing.
Hey, sorry to get you a little off track, but guess what, Harris? Guess what I find out?
What?
That lady with the attitude, she ended up she fixed most of it, just not everything. So it's a hosting error. It's not we did everything perfect, but when we were what is this? Let me see. When we were migrating from the what's it called, the one to the other, it where did it go? I was just reading it. Right side. Oh yeah. So when we migrated from Deluxe to Manage WordPress, GoDaddy created the hosting container, like the hosting file, but the WordPress installation, like for it, so we could work through WordPress, they never just finished downloading it. Never finished. So the container for it exists, which is why I'm able to edit it through, or not edit, but like I'm able to access it through GoDaddy, able to see, all the security stuff, but I'm not able to actually go into the admin for WordPress.
Okay.
So yeah, they say this is actually a known GoDaddy issue, and it just happens when the migration script or the migration fails, like in between, like in the middle of the migration.
Okay.
Yeah, so all we really have to do is we'd have to just call back, and then when we call, all I have to say is, like, when I click on the admin for Manage WordPress, it returns a 404, which shows it's not popping up correctly. And what they would do, they will reinstall, or they would try to repair the WordPress environment, so that way I can get into the WordPress back channel and the website loads perfectly. So it basically forces them to rebuild it and then reattach the domain and recreate the WordPress admin routing, so that way it fixes the mapping for it.
Okay. Sound like a plan. Sense? So we need to. Okay, so we need to call them back.
Yeah, we'll call back. I mean, you can, for now, you can go on live, because I think I'm about to go pick up dinner. I'll be 20 minutes. I'll be quick.
Okay.
And then when I get back, if you want, we can call them, or if you want to wait till you're done live, we can call them.
I'll be done live in 20 minutes. I'm about done now. The spirit is gone. Well, no, not the spirit. I mean, it's always in me, but sometimes you get in that moment.
I got you. Just the lesson is almost over, and you can get your people an idea to continue to try to be perfect for next Sunday.
Absolutely. We're gonna pick up. I forgot what I was even talking about, man. You threw me off. What was that? What was I saying? No, I didn't. I didn't forget about it. We talking about the mind. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna finish up with the lesson, and
and I'll call you back. So you don't lose track. I got you.
All right, cool. All right.
See you in a bit.
Yeah. So where did I leave off? We were talking about the mind. Ooh, I was on it too. I was. Oh shit! I was feeling myself. I gotta get it back. Let me see where I was. We were talking about the mind being powerful, unicorns. Oh, how they give you this image of a unicorn. Everybody would draw the same thing if we had to draw a unicorn. But as you keep reading, and if you really study, I need everybody to understand how important it is to study the words. Every word that you use, there is more to it. I promise you. You think you know what it is you're talking about. And this is no disrespect to the people who know what they're talking about. But I guarantee you, if you study and dissect what you're talking about and dig deeper, there's going to be a whole different can of worms you open up. A whole different meaning, other meanings that may allow you to connect the dots. For instance, the word perfect. When most people hear that word perfect, most people automatically shun the word perfect. They're like, you think you perfect? Nobody can be perfect. God's perfect. You'll never be no. Because the only definition they know is flawless. They just think perfect relates to being flawless and you just better than and you just arrogant and you think you all that is not what the only definition of perfect means. That is not what God meant when God said be perfect. God does not say be flawless. That is impossible. What God says is acknowledge your flaws. I created you. Who the fuck are they to talk shit about your flaws when I gave you the flaws? Enjoy them. Work on them. I gave you some homework. I gave you something to do with your life. Work on it. Figure it out. Figure out how to better yourself. Figure out how to deal with these flaws that I gave you. They're not flaws in a negative context. They're flaws because now you have something to work on, to align yourself with being perfect, to work on it. And that's what perfect means. Perfect just means, hey, listen, if I get it wrong, right? My bad, I apologize. Being able to reflect, being able to reflect on your decisions, your actions, your thoughts, and if they're not right, reflect on them and do better. That's it. That's your best. And when you start doing that, you start to align yourself with God, with the Creator, with the Most High. And eventually you become perfect in God's eyes. Because you're saying, listen, this man here gonna do, even if he get it wrong, I can trust him. I can trust him I can leave my wallet outside. I can leave my wallet right on the table. I forgot my wallet. It fell out of my pocket. I don't have to worry about before I come in the house, I gotta zip my pocket up or I gotta make sure that I don't have to worry about that around him. He good. I can trust him. Not trust him to get it right all the time. I can trust him to make it right. That's the difference. You might not always get it right, but if you can make it right when you get it wrong, is the difference. I done fucked up a lot of times, but I guarantee you, it ain't nobody out here that can say I fucked up and ain't apologize for it. I don't owe nobody a goddamn thing that don't that don't know I owe them. It's a few people. I'm gonna take that back. I've owed some people, but they know I owe them, and I ain't going nowhere. And I know I owe them. I still talk to them. Man, I know I got you, bro. I got you. I got you. We ain't going nowhere. You feel me? They blessings, but I bless them in so many other ways, right? They know I ain't going to. They trust me. My face good everywhere. That's what perfect means. We can trust you. We know you're responsible. We know that even if you don't feel good and you might have a bad, situation, whatever, you're gonna work on making it right. Your conscience is gonna eat your ass up so much that you're gonna come back and fix it some kind of way. I don't care if I'm doing so bad and you leave your purse around, and I've done this. I'm being very transparent. Sometimes I've robbed before, I've stole before. It's no military secret, but I've always came back and made amends. It don't make it right in the moment, but it does make it right in God's eyes because we always have the room to grow. You know what? My bad, man. I was fucked up. I was high. I felt like I needed. I ain't really need that shit. Here you go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw you extra honey on top of that. My bad. You do what you want to with it. You can trust me or not from that point. I'm good at that point. I done made it right. And can't nobody out here tell me I ain't never made it right. I ain't never took for nobody like that. I'm just using that example. I never been that dude. But there's people out here. So anyway, I hope that gave you a good, solid foundation, understanding of mentalism. That's a principle. Immutable. It doesn't change. It's in the mind. If you don't see it, you won't be it. I promise you. if you can't see it, you won't be it. If you can't see it, you'll never have it. You don't know what it is you're looking for. You don't know what it looks like when you do get it. Most people believe in Jesus. Watch this. Most people that believe in Jesus, Jesus come knocking on your door. You shut the door and go running somewhere because you won't believe it. Like, who is it? Jesus. Huh? You open the door, you look at him. You don't know what you're looking for. Because you some kind of way, you know it's not a man with long hair and blue eyes. You're like, that shit ain't real. We've been taught that. But then after that, what are you looking for? You have no idea. So you don't even know when Jesus will show up. Why? Because you're looking on a physical realm. It's not physical, it's internal. You got to be able to recognize the spirit when it shows up. Oh, this man showed up with love and kindness and willingness to help and encouragement. That's what you're looking for. You're not looking for an image. Or not a physical image. Let me say that. When it says God was created, when we were created in the image of God, the image that we're speaking of is a way of being. It's not a physical image. It's not something that you show up like you look like this long hair. No, it's a way of being. It's the way you're carrying yourself. I can see God when it shows up. I can see the God in you. I can see the life in you. I can tell how you handle yourself. That's Jesus. That's real shit, y'all. Let that marinate. That's real shit. I ain't got nothing else for you. That's it. 47 minutes in. God bless you all. Like, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Don't follow me home though, unless you bringing something to eat or something to share, whatever. Don't follow me home. I'm telling you, come here unwelcome and with the bullshit. You won't leave. We're gonna have a good, nice little time. Anyway, God bless you all, man. Subscribe to the channel. That was it. That's all I got. I'm about to give myself a headache if I try to tap into any more of the spirit. If I try to find something else, I'm gonna be hurting. My head hurt right now. Anyway, love y'all. Talk to you later.